Hi Leo, this is Jess, the Mystical Cat. Welcome to my channel. Happy February, happy Valentine's Day. Hope you guys have a lot of plans for V-Day. Don't know if many of you are coupled, but I do believe that Leos are usually in partnerships. It's a sign that really likes to be in love. It's in love with love and enjoys just romance in life. Message popped up, Page of Cups, a message of love. What were we just talking about? So I guess you guys, Ace of Cups, you guys are going to have a very beautiful Valentine's experience, or at least a very loving month. I do see a lot of love, and I feel a lot of love energy surrounding you at this moment, Leo. So that is always good. That always brightens up your day. Maybe I do feel like you're going to be getting some sort of message that comes into your home. It's a message of love, like some sort of delivery. I don't know. I feel like you're getting something that it's going to be delivered to either your home or where you are. Maybe if you work, like I feel like you're going to receive a message there specifically that's going to brighten up your day. So who knows, maybe you get a balloon arrangement or some flowers or chocolates or something. I do see that there's love messages in the air for you, Leo. Let's just dive directly into the reading and see what's up. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. Top of the deck, the Four of Pentacles. We also have the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Devil card, the Ten of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, the Six of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Page of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, and the Lover's card. Okay, so as I can see right now, February is still transitioning from a lot of stress. I think that we were discussing before that you guys were a bit tense. There was a lot of thoughts in your mind. There was maybe a cleansing that I suggested. I feel like you need to smudge yourself every time you can. Palo Santo sage is always really good. It's good to meditate, play with your quartzes, your crystals. It's important to keep the energy levels high. I also recommend at this point maybe hanging out with other people. If you are not being very social right now, I feel like it is important for you to get out there, maybe make new friendships. If you really don't want to go out there, call a friend that you haven't talked to in a very long time. Try to mingle with your family. But I feel like it is important to bring your energy levels up right now, Leo. Eight of Swords, Ace of Swords, Ten of Swords next to the Four of Pentacles right there at that section. I can see that maybe you're overspending, Leo. So you maybe want to hold your horses when you're swiping your card, and buying things and maybe arranging trips or whatever it is. But I do feel like you're overspending and you're not really being able to save as much as you wanted to. I do feel like there is established cushion for you, and maybe there is something that you have, like a goal for 2018 or maybe for the long-term future, and you're trying to save for that. And I feel like it's there, you're saving, but I feel like for some reason, you're not saving as much as you want to. So your savings is not really growing. It's just static. It's there. It's not decreasing, but it's not increasing either. So I do feel like it's important for you to maybe select your purchasing or your investment choices a little more careful so that you don't overspend. I do see here that many of you might be in a relationship with someone that's a Capricorn, or maybe has a very strong Capricorn energy or aura to them. It's a person that likes to read, that likes to be focused. They're slow paced, maybe they're just very studious. So I do see here that that is a soulmate connection if many of you are in a relationship like that. So that looks really nice. It looks like it's an aged love. So it's not like very exciting or very like puppy love. honeymoon stage. It's more like a subtle and mature love, but it's very, very strong, and that is something that keeps you going. I also see here 9 of Swords and the 8 of Wands next to the Queen of Swords. So I do feel like if you're planning to travel soon or in the near future, maybe in a few months, I do feel like you need to check your papers before you go out. Maybe you're traveling and you need a visa, or maybe you're traveling and you haven't noticed that your passport is expired. So you will be able to travel, but this is an indication that you need to have your papers in line. Maybe this doesn't mean actual travel. Maybe it means that you're actually applying to a new job and you got it. So now you're filling out the paperwork. You're about to start working. This shows like a new beginning for work, but it means like for some reason the paperwork or in the process of the application or where you're onboarding or whatever the case might be, I feel like there might be an error in your documents. So that might back you up a bit. But I do feel like if you are very detailed oriented with this, you will be able to catch the error before it becomes a bigger thing. I do see that many of you will be transitioning into a new job. See it with the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Wands, a lot of energy right next to the Ace of Pentacles. So I do see that many of you are going to get a financial increase of some sort. Maybe you'll be working at your same job, but you'll be offered to work extra hours. So I do see you working very actively, but I do see that your income is going to increase based on that. Maybe you decide to get a part-time job, or even, I know this sounds so funny and it's like so 21st century, but maybe many of you are going to start driving an Uber or Lyft, or I don't know. I feel like there's going to be a lot of movement, and through that movement, which is it's actually a new thing for you, you're going to increase your income. And this, remember, Leo, doesn't mean that you're going to go overboard purchasing everything that you see that appeals to you. So it is important, like if you're trying to change your lifestyle and you're maybe you want to buy better quality things, or maybe you're a bit older, you used to be in your early 20s, now you're mid-late 20s, and you want to invest better in for better products for your hair, whatever it is. I feel like you should do that. You just should be moderate in the things that you need. So I do see here that there is like a sense of not having enough, or a sense of unfulfillment, and maybe like a sense of mistrust with a man in your environment. It could be a woman as well, but it's a very strong, and it's somewhat like a judgmental energy surrounding you. I do feel like you're walking away from that, and I don't feel like you're walking away from the person precisely. And I do have to mention, this is not love related or anything. It could be more professional. It could be your dad, or it could be something like that. It's a person of authority in your life. And I feel like it's a person that holds a position where they can determine many things. So it's a person of power and authority. And I do feel like there was some sort of mistrust. Maybe you feel like this person is conniving in any way, but I do feel like maybe this person is just very powerful, or maybe it's just a person that's very driven to get the results that they want. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I feel like this brings you like a memory of maybe a situation where you were in a similar scenario with someone similar. What I'm trying to say is that this person is nowhere similar to the experience that you lived before. You're just perceiving them that way because you're picking up from energies that you have like left in your aura. Like you're at some level, you're traumatized by certain experiences that you've had before. So the fact that this person acts in a certain way just rubs you the wrong way and awakens that feeling of, is this person going to be like the first job I ever had, or the first professor I ever had, or whatever the case might be. So I feel like this is a warning sign letting you know that that is not the case, and you need to open up to understand people's individualities, Leo. I see here there's going to be stress, a lot of stress related to work, but I feel like if you rip off the band-aid, I feel like you're very stressed, but you're not able to see the entire situation the way it should be. So I feel like if you don't understand clearly what's going on, Leo, I feel like you should actually ask for clarification and demand that people explain to you what it is that you need to do or what steps you need to take later or now in order to improve things. Because I feel like a lot of the stress that is coming is infringed upon yourself because you're not really asking for guidance. And I know it's not very Leo-like to ask for guidance, but sometimes we need it. We definitely need it. So I do see here some sort of connection with like children or anything related to childcare. I don't know if there's someone in your family that works with children, but I do feel like it might be an opportunity for you. Maybe if you're interested in doing some charity work or donating to a fund or something, I feel like the universe is urging you right now to focus on early child care or maybe children with special needs or anything that's related to children. I feel like that is your mission at this point in time, February 2018. If you want to do something for a cause, look into helping the child population. I do see here, like I mentioned before, it's a signal you need to focus on your savings. I do see here that there is going to be rebirth with the person that I was mentioning before, this man that is in a position of authority or female with a very strong temperament, very set in their ways. They're a bit stubborn and it's hard to read. It's hard to read them or actually understand what they really want. I feel like that mask is going to come off and you're going to be able to understand this person. Again, I feel like you're going to have a couple of weeks where you won't be able to save. I really can't understand. Maybe it's something extra that turns out that you have to invest in. Maybe you're going to be paying a big ticket or something. I just feel like the next 2 weeks you won't be able to save as much as you were planning to. I do feel here that there is something that you're not seeing exactly when it comes to your education or your knowledge. I feel like you need to understand yourself better because you're limiting yourself when it comes to your knowledge and your intelligence. There's more potential there, Leo. I do see here you walking away maybe from, I don't know if you guys are breaking up. I wouldn't say that. I really don't sense the energy of breaking up, but I do feel like maybe you guys are going to be apart for a few days. Maybe your partner is traveling or maybe you need to travel for work or something like that. But I do feel like a pause in time. I do feel like after all, maybe you're going to be really stressed out about the money situation. You weren't able to save when you were supposed to. But I feel like after the stress comes the money and it's a big gain. I do see big gain in your financial department soon. See here a very swift change in work environment, or maybe it's not even a change, but something new, an add-on to your work environment, and it has a lot of energy and it's so impromptu that you really didn't even plan for it. You're just like, I'm just going to go for this because I want to probably make more money or feel more productive in the work environment. And I do feel like that's going to work out for you. Definitely signing new contracts at work. Maybe you're renewing your contract, moving on to a new position, or maybe you're just taking up a bigger role in your position, or maybe you're signing documents for the place that you work for. And that is going to be a very impactful decision for that organization, Leo. I hope these messages enlighten you. I hope that my messages come across and help you with your current situation. Thank you for watching. Please remember to comment, share, subscribe, hit the like button if anything resonates. Namaste.